So this week, let's start with Tuesday, because to be honest, Monday was mainly me just sitting in a co-workspace, and this is a lot more interesting. On a train into London, bright and early. For the next 2 days, I'm helping with the casting process, but also with the script writing process and pre-production of some videos. And they brought me on as a consultant a few weeks ago, and yeah, now getting a bit more hands-on, which is fun. So today and tomorrow, I'm directing, for want of a better word, like the casting auditions for videos. But in doing so, we're also sort of figuring out how best to script them and how best to think about the editing. And it's funny because I often worry that I'm like almost like a jack of all trades, and you always get told you should specialise and niche. But actually, one of the reasons I'm good for this project is because I have an overview of presenting, of voiceover, of script work, but also of the shoot itself. And I know what an editor having to deal with all that footage afterwards would be going through as well. So actually being a jack of all trades is totally mastering the need for this project. They need someone who can understand each of those steps and how best to go about it. So it's funny, you can actually be a specialist, it turns out, in not being a specialist. You know what? I am so grateful for the fact that I've been able to create a job where I don't have to commute.
Take care when leaving the train.
One thing I think it's worth mentioning, if like me, you normally freelance from home, so everything you do is remote, and you have a day rate in your head or a day rate that your clients know about. When it comes to working on site, like on location, I think you kind of have to rethink that, because you have a lot of costs involved. Like I have childcare before school, parking, my train ticket, the coffee I end up buying, the lunch I end up buying. And that was even without childcare after school. It can soon add up and chip away at what you thought you were earning. So, done with the auditions, quick debrief with the guys at the agency, and now off for a meetup. I'm struggling to find where the meetup is.
It's nice to see that, you know, the community is coming together.
Well, that was a fun night. I'll be honest, when I first got there, I thought I'd got over this, but I was doing that thing I used to do where I get a bit shy and I sort of stand on the edges. It's when there's groups of people who seem to know each other, and the fact is they might not know each other. They might just be on their own as well, but it feels that way to me, and so therefore I sort of stand on the edge. But in the end I thought, look, you either go home or you get stuck in, so I just sort of sidled up to people and started talking. Do you know, it was a really nice co-workspace as well, which was totally independent, run by a really nice guy called Eric, who just set it up locally. And sort of inconspicuous, you wouldn't really have known it was there. God, it feels like a long time since I dropped the kids at school to go and do those auditions this morning. And just look at that. It's crazy the amount of exercise you get when you commute into a city where you then walk around. No bad thing for you, really. Well, not for all that beer at the end. So back in the office today, I thought on Tuesday and Wednesday I would have more time in and around the job to do other tasks. So I thought maybe on the train there and back, for example, or in my lunch break, or in small breaks that we might have between the auditions. Turns out that didn't happen. One, on the trains there and back, too many people. I'm used to travelling very much off peak when nobody else is on the trains. And then actually in lunch breaks and breaks in between filming, my head was so much in the space of the task at hand, I found it hard to switch across to something else. So instead what I was able to do was just glance at my emails, see if there was something I absolutely had to respond to, and then either kind of like relax or, you know, chat to the people I'm working with and so on. Today, lots of stuff to catch up on, and actually my head's a bit wishy-washy from, it's almost like I have jet lag from the last 2 days, so not getting enough done as quickly as I need to. But overall, I'm really glad that I went and did that job. Hopefully it will turn into some more stuff for me. But even if it doesn't, I know that I've put them in a better place to do what they're trying to achieve, and also have made new connections. You never know where people end up and where they go, and I had a thoroughly nice time working with the people I was working with. So yeah, that was good. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was 1 hour and 8 minutes of recording, and then we just sat about chatting. Michelle is really nice. I recommend checking out her podcast. I won't actually be on it for about 5 or 6 weeks, probably. Anyway, it's late. I should probably go home. Working from home this Friday morning because I'm expecting a delivery from DHL, and I've discovered that they are the worst for leaving stuff where you want it or getting it back on another day. Like, it's easy just to stay here, especially because actually I can do everything I need to do on this. I've been setting up with the new accountant that I was mentioning a couple of weeks ago. Also, I'm going to listen to the next edit of the Being Freelance podcast, which remember, I'm now working a week ahead. Also got a proposal to put in that I wrote at the workspace yesterday. So yeah, just lots of things that I could do here. So I thought, why not? Hello mate. Hi. Thank you. So actually, ended up really enjoying my day at home. Yeah, I guess it's just that change, isn't it? A change of scene. It was really productive. I had quite a to-do list and I to-do'd it. So it's been a fun week, and the weekend was beautiful sunshine, it was warm, hanging out with the kids, having fun. Although, I don't want to make this seem all shiny and glossy, the reality also included this.